You guys know that I love an affordable production headset. And this one right here, the WiTalk9 X from Saramonic, fits the bill. I literally cannot hear that snare drum through your mic at all. They sent these over to me so I could test them and share my opinion with y'all, and we've been using them the past couple of weeks for our broadcast team at church. And I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed, especially for the price point. If you hadn't figured it out, the audio you're hearing right now is actually from this headset right now. Each of the headsets actually has an aux out port, and so I'm taking that and I'm feeding it right back into my camera. So you're listening to exactly how this sounds. I might switch back to my actual overhead mic here in a minute, and I might switch back and forth kind of throughout this video just to kind of see how it sounds. It kind of really depends on what it actually sounds like. But if it's anything like my experience on Sunday mornings, it probably sounds pretty good, and we won't need to do that.
There's a plethora of affordable comm systems on the market right now. So for example, at my church, we normally use the EarTech Ultralight system. Those run you $175 for a single ear headset or $195 for a dual ear headset. Compare that to the Saramonics here, and these are $180 essentially for a single ear or $200 for a double ear. So basically the same price. These are $5 more per headset. But these actually have a lot more features than the EarTechs do. If you've used those, you basically have volume control and that's it. If that's all you need, then that's great. On these, however, you have a couple different features that are really interesting. So number one, the system is actually modular. So all that talk about single ear versus double ear, you can actually put a different ear cup on or take one off whenever you really feel like it. Remember that aux port I was talking about before? Well, that's actually used to go to the other ear cup if you decide to expand that. So you can see on this headset, there's actually just a separate cable that runs from this cup to this cup. So that means if you buy a single ear headset, you can buy just an ear cup later on and convert it into a double ear headset. So that's kind of cool. Next is the ability to have these on dual channels, even when you don't have a hub. So for the EarTechs, you can have a hub base station and then have two different channels that you're using. But on the Saramonics, you can actually do that with only the headset master. But really the feature that I think it's got going for it more than a lot of other budget systems that I've tried out is the noise canceling on the mic. Especially for churches where you're playing loud worship music, right? Anyone up on the stage or even out in the room, there's so much noise going into those mics that if you have more than one of them down at a time, it just gets loud and washy and hard to hear anything. For example, we have a camera op that's actually right next to our drum cage, and it's almost impossible to hear him if he pulls his mic down. We tried these out though, and as soon as that noise cancellation turned on, I couldn't even hear the drums. I mean, they just completely disappeared. And his voice didn't get too crazy. I mean, if we listen to this clip, you can hear the noise cancellation working, just cutting off the first little syllable of what he's saying, but he's completely intelligible still.
I mean, I literally cannot hear that snare drum through your mic at all. Are you serious? Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I don't hear those drums at all in your mic. Like, I feel like I hear like some artifacting, like it's like this weird, like high pitched, almost squeaking. Yeah, no, I mean like nothing. That's
Wow.
incredible. That's crazy. Like your voice doesn't sound as clear as maybe it could, but I can hear you perfectly still. You know, it's just like a little bit garbled. But I don't hear the drums at all.
That
That's
is
wild.
wild.
It used to be if somebody left their mic down during the sermon, I would get on the mic and say, please put your mic up, because there was so much echoing going on. But with the noise cancellation on these headsets, it's just a non-issue. You can enable that with just a button right here on the mic itself. So you click it once, the light turns green and noise reduction turns on. Or if you don't like it and you're in a quiet space, you can turn it off and it turns blue. We found that it was nice to keep it on all the time as long as worship was going on, because even me in the back of the room directing, normally my mic is catching a decent amount of the music that's going on. And so turning that on just made it that much clearer to my camera ops. And that's another thing. The audio on this is crystal clear. A lot of times on these budget systems, it's a little bit staticky, just a little bit compressed, you know? It sounds like you're talking on a walkie-talkie, but these
It's just a clear image coming out of these. You know, it was very easy to understand anybody talking from any direction. I instantly knew who they were. Their voices didn't all sound the same because they were coming through the headsets. Like, it is a great quality audio coming out of these, especially, again, for the price that we're talking about here.
Another thing that's nifty about these, and maybe not for the church, but they actually have a few different styles. So you can see I'm wearing the double ear, and, you know, we have a couple of those. They also have a single ear headset, you know, just for anybody that you want to be able to hear what's going on in the space and not be totally closed off. They also have this other interesting one that is maybe not super helpful for a church, but could be for a work site or anywhere that you might need to wear some protective headgear. It actually has like this elastic top and then the metal framing goes around the back so you can wear it when you have a helmet on, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so those are a lot of the positives. What are the downsides to these? Well, for one, honestly, I think they just kind of look like a lot. The shape is kind of interesting with this frame, this giant antenna sticking out the back. That may not matter in your context, but it was something that really struck me and my team as we were using them. And the second thing that I didn't like came down to the single ear headsets actually, and specifically the ones that were set up in the on-ear configuration. See, all of our other ones have these full ear cups that go over the ear, and those were awesome at cutting out noise all around the camera ops. But once we used this just foam on-ear solution, man, as soon as the music started, my camera op said they could not hear a thing. That was fine because we had some extra over-ear cups, and you can actually just replace these. So you take this part off right here, and I'll actually steal a cup from one of these other headsets. The cup comes right off and twists right on, and you're back in business. So I would just say, if you're looking at getting these, make sure you're looking at the over-ear ones if you're going to be in a place with any amount of noise. I think when it was silent, these were totally fine, but as soon as the music started up, they were like, you disappeared into the background, I couldn't hear anything. Definitely something you need to know if you're thinking about buying these. And finally, is they're just not comfortable. You know, if you're going to be wearing something on your head, especially something over both ears for a prolonged period of time, in our case, about an hour and a half, it better be comfortable. And these just really aren't. The pressure points are kind of weird. It's actually like all in the top of the ear cup, just pressing in really hard right there. It's okay for a few minutes, but once you kind of go into a prolonged period, so for example, we really started noticing it even just after 20 minutes of rehearsal. And so at that point, it doesn't really matter how good they sound if 20 minutes in, I'm itching to pull these off of my head. Maybe that's something that you could kind of, I don't know, finesse the shape here to kind of help with that. But it was a complaint amongst every single person on my team, all 6 of us. When that's true, it just kind of feels like this doesn't really fit any head shape super, super well. And I'm not saying the other ones that I've tried are all that comfortable either, but usually it's more the opposite direction. They're a little bit too loose or they're kind of tight all around. But honestly, I would take that over just this single little pressure point. It also means there's not that much of a seal on these ear cups. So even though they're better than the on-ear headsets that I was talking about, it still feels like down near the bottom of them, they're just completely open and a lot of noise leaks in. Something else that I think is interesting about these is the monitoring. So as you speak into your mic, you actually hear yourself in the headset. That took some getting used to, and I have mixed feelings about it. Will probably help me not yell into it as much because I can't hear myself, but it also means that I get a weird amount of like ambient noise coming into my headset when it feels like it should be isolating. So it's kind of hard to tell where the headset begins and ends in terms of like audio. So it might just be something that takes getting used to. You might really love it. You might really hate it. Just know that it's there, and it doesn't seem like there's any kind of separate control over how that actually works. Look, overall, I think these are great headsets, especially for the price. Again, look, is it a ClearComm system? No, of course not. But is it a system that can support 64 headsets, dual channel, boasts up to 400-meter range, has like 12-hour battery life, has an aux out so you can record your comms, noise canceling microphones? I mean, look, for $200 a headset, those are some pretty awesome features. So if you are on the lookout for a comm system for your church, I think these are worth trying out. You may not be as bothered by the fit as we were, and honestly, the rest of the features more than make up for it if you're starting from scratch. So if you're looking to get some of these for your church, make sure to scroll down, use that link in the video description, tell them Josh sent you. How about that? Look, guys, I've been out of the game for a little while. I haven't made a lot of videos recently, and I'm really looking forward to making some more, sharing what's going on at our church, and really just getting back into the swing of helping you guys with your production. So if there's anything you'd like to see, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. But other than that, until next time.